And welcome back here to the campus of Wake Tech Community College, the North Campus, Building K here, as we have fifth place action in the TJ Warren bracket of the John Wall Holiday Invitational. In this one, we have two excellent teams coming off of recent victories, looking to get two straight and end this tournament on a high note. It is the Cougars of Chambers High School out of Charlotte, North Carolina, facing off against the Explorers of Columbus out of Miami. Lots of talent to watch as you look out on the court today. The Cougars, they have a lot of guys that you need to watch for, especially in their backcourt with Jaylen Curry, and then in the front court they have a dynamic duo of Daniel Sanford and Mario Hansen. And then over on the Columbus side, they are led by Caden Boozer and Cameron Boozer, the sons of NBA legend and former Duke Blue Devil Carlos Boozer, who is here in attendance today for this Holiday Invitational finale for the Explorers. If you're just tuning in, we had an amazing finish in the fifth place game of the Devontae Graham bracket. It was North Mecklenburg High School, a team that is in the same conference down in Charlotte as Chambers. They were down 10 in the fourth quarter, and then they mounted a 21-10 run to close out the game and win by 1 point at the buzzer. Greenfield had a shot there at the horn, and it fell short, propelling the Vikings to a 1-point victory. So this is the last game of the first session here on day number 5 at the John Wall Holiday Invitational. We have 3 more games on the docket in session number 2. That starts at 5 o'clock when Farmville Central faces off in a third place game in the Devontae Graham bracket against Archbishop Spalding. After that, you have Word of God in Southern California Academy. And then in the finale tonight, in the championship game of the Devontae Graham bracket, it is the Burlington School up against Life Christian Academy out of Kissimmee, Florida. Starters for Columbus, they enter with a record of 10-1. Caden Boozer and Cameron Boozer, they're going to be out there. They're a pair of freshmen. Garen Bess, number 11. Benny Fregella, another freshman at 6'2". And then Malik Abdullah, a sophomore, starting in the middle at 6'7". Getting the start for Chambers, it's Jaylen Curry, the 6'2" junior. Antoine Piper, the 6'4" senior. He is quite the athlete and a really tough defender. Nick Dorn, a 6'6" junior, gets the start. Dorn, a pair of brothers that have played collegiate football and basketball in the Triangle. Daniel Sanford, he is the leader of this team, a 6'8" senior. And then Mario Hansen, a 6'7" sophomore forward, rounds out the front court for Brian Frazier's Cougars, who are fired up for their third and final contest here in this John Wall Holiday Invitational in the TJ Warren bracket. Chambers, they're in the white uniforms, decked out with the navy numerals and the orange trim. They are going to be going from left to right on your screen in the red uniforms with the navy numerals and white trim is Columbus High School, moving from right to left. Cameron Boozer and Mario Hansen in the jump circle, getting ready to get this game on. 5th place in the TJ Warren bracket is on the line. Ball is in the air, and we are underway as Boozer wins the tip, and his brother Caden starts with an early 2-point basket. Good start there for Columbus. Here's your first look at Jaylen Curry, guarded one-on-one by Garen Best as he works it across the time stripe and navigates his way down the court, and there's a whistle on the play. Malik Abdullahi with the foul. Now Curry launches and fires from 3. Won't go. Dorn there on the offensive glass. Possession alive once more for Chambers. Curry, behind the back pass. Sanford stops and starts, takes Boozer to the rim and misses it. Abdullahi in transition, loose ball contested 4. It's going to stay with the Explorers. Cameron Boozer gets it into Abdullahi, tries to float it up, can't go. Boozer gets it, flips corner. Best, his three-point attempt off the mark, and Sanford works through transition. Flips it up in the air, Hansen. Now it's Curry on the wing. Stares into the eyes of his defender, pulls up, drops it in. What a shot by Jaylen Curry. That's what he does. He has some incredible finishes, especially his ability to just rise up and fire from anywhere on the floor. 2-2 ball game here, 1:20 in. Benny Fragella, another talented freshman for Columbus. Gives off Cameron Boozer. Tried to go corner in it. Falls out of bounds. Chambers will get it back.
All back to regular game time, so 4, 5:30, 7:30. So we still don't have it. There's still a break.
Jaylen Curry now. Over to the wing, Antoine Piper. Tried to bury it down low for Hansen. Good defense there, forces the turnover. The Boozers play catch. And here's the big time jam. Cameron Boozer for 2. Curry now. Creates space with his defender. Can't get the shot to fall. Out of bounds. It's going to Columbus. So Cameron and Caden played catch there, and it was the 6'8" freshman Cameron who jammed it home. 5:53 first quarter. You're watching the Hoop State Network and the John Wall Holiday Invitational. The give and go. Caden Boozer for 2. A little two-man game with he and his brother. They have all 6. The Explorers have a 4-point lead here. Dorn lets it fly from 3. Back iron it off. Best the rebound. Now it's Boozer. Top of the key on Sanford. Takes him to the rim and finishes. What a crafty finish by Cameron Boozer. And Brian Frazier has seen enough for Chambers. He will call timeout, trailing 8-2. That was quite the take there by Cameron Boozer. Daniel Sanford is one of the bigger and more physical forces in the front court in the state of North Carolina. And he faced him up at the top of the key and took him with him to the rim and finished with the offhand and flipped it up and in. So again, this is the finale in session 1 here. Lots of good basketball coming up in session number 2 this evening. As Curry walks it up, down 6 early. Sanford to the wing Piper. And an off-ball foul. They're going to say it's on Garen Bess. Got tangled up with Curry and they exchanged some words on the baseline. The inbound to Sanford. Staring down Cameron Boozer. Can he get back a bucket on him? Tried to bury it down low to Hansen. Good defense once again. Malik Abdullahi forces the turnover. Best now, guarded by Piper. Puts on the brakes, trying to find somebody to pass to. It's Cameron Boozer. To the paint, Abdullahi. Leaves it off for Boozer. Hop step, can't get it to fall. Rebound down to Chambers. Here come the Cougars. Curry, between the legs dribble. Jets into the lane, outside Piper. Thought about a 3. Tries to get to the rim, loses his handle on it, stolen away. Here come Cameron and Caden Boozer. Cameron ahead of the pack. Two-hand flush. Cameron Boozer has 6. It's a 10-2 lead for Columbus. Here's Curry. Now to Piper. Swing it down low to Hanson. Good help defense and another turnover. Chambers just can't get anything going in the paint. Best now can't lay it up and in. Curry trying to push the pace in transition with numbers. Outside, Sanford dials up a 3, but it's off the mark. Hanson cleans it up. Curry at the free throw line. Pops up and can't drop it in. In transition, Caden Boozer draws the foul. Man, oh man. Cameron and Caden Boozer, only freshmen, 2 of the highlighted players in this Holiday Invitational, and they are as advertised so far in this one. Foul on Antoine Piper, his first. 2 shots coming up for Caden Boozer. But hats off to Columbus defensively. Mario Hanson is a very talented post player in the 2024 class in the state of North Carolina, and anytime they try to locate the ball down low to him in the paint, he's just unable to get position and get a handle on it. Really good help defense and really good job digging down on the post and making it a tough catch in the block. It all starts there with the number 24, the 6'7" sophomore Malik Abdullahi. A good 2024 matchup to watch in the front court. And there's Cameron Boozer swatting away an inbound pass to Hanson once more. You've got to find another way to try to get Hanson the basketball. If you're Chambers, you're now down 10 with 3 minutes left in the first. Sanford extended 2, drops it in. Daniel Sanford's first bucket of the game. Got it from that extended post. 12-4 now. 2:55 first. Caden Boozer downhill, steps into the lane, leaves it off for Bess. In amongst the trees, it's out of bounds, but it'll stay on Columbus's side. Kendall Smith now in. Nick Doran will take a seat. They get it in. Fergella flips it up to Abdullahi and he lays it in. Beautiful ball movement. 3 quick touches and 2 more for Columbus, whose lead is back to 10, 14-4. Smith flips it corner, Sanford to the wing, Curry. Now corner Smith. They bury it into Sanford. Fights amongst 3 defenders. Now it's up top, over to the wing Piper. His triple won't go. Fragella there on the defensive glass. Now ahead, Abdullahi takes Hanson to the rim. Can't get the reverse to go. Chambers in transition. Good job getting back there to stop ball, but Curry fades away and finds 2 more. Jaylen Curry the bucket. 14-6. Caden Boozer, guarded by Sanford, takes it at his chest, and Cameron tips in the 50-50 ball. Jaylen Curry for 3. Off the mark, Boozer there on the board. Jordan Patton now in for Chambers. Hanson will take a breather. 16-6 Columbus up on Chambers here early. Good inbounds play, but Bess couldn't finish it. Jaylen Curry's done a good job on the glass. Now it's Patton in transition. Beautiful find by Curry. And the 6'3 sophomore Patton finishes at the rim. Best the other way, out of bounds. It'll stay on the Columbus side. But Curry, he's a creator, a bucket getter, and quite the defender and rebounder for Chambers. Does it all. Cameron Boozer now, one-on-one, guarded by Daniel Sanford. Loses the handle on it. Abdullahi's there to clean it up. From the free throw line, flips it out for Gela for three. Won't go. They compete for the rebound. Racing in is Curry. He has numbers. 3-on-2, leaves it off for Patton once again. Curry to Patton for back-to-back buckets. The Chambers deficit is down to 6 with 30 seconds left in the opening frame. And an offensive foul. Antoine Piper got caught up in the mix. They're going to say it's on Caden Boozer. Actually, they're going to peg that one on Malik Abdullahi, a moving screen there. Excuse me, 2 fouls for him now. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Chance to get it back to a one-possession game if you're Chambers. They started really slow, but they're starting to heat up. Daniel Sanford drops it in. 16-12, we got a ball game here. 4 seconds left in the first. Cameron Boozer into the paint, flips it up. No shot, but a foul on Daniel Sanford as time expires. Sanford now has 2 fouls. Coach Andrew Moran for Columbus contesting that bucket should have counted rather than be on the floor. And now the officials get together and talk about it. No time left on the first quarter clock. Columbus, who has led by 10 on 3 occasions, has a 16-12 lead here. Two shots forthcoming for Cameron Boozer, who already has 8 points in this game. First one up and good. Between he and his brother Caden. So far they have 16 points in the first quarter. Columbus has 18 as a team, and that will end the first quarter. Explorers with an 18-12 lead over the Cougars will take a break here on the Hoop State Network. Started the second quarter here at Wake Tech North Campus. The 5th place game in the TJ Warren bracket of the John Wall Holiday Invitational. And it's Columbus High School out of Miami, Florida. They have an 18-12 lead over Chambers, who couldn't convert there on the backdoor lob. Other way come the Explorers. 3 on the way, good. Kevin Noriega, the triple off the bench. Steps in and buries the shot. Columbus back up by 9. Jaylen Curry now. He'll try and answer 3 and hit it. Curry rattles it home. 21-15 the score. Here's Cameron Boozer over to Noriega. To the corner. It's Angelo Miranda. Over to Caden Boozer, into the paint, floater, no good, front iron and off. Noriega now, An extra pass, Cameron Boozer. He'll try to take it to the rim, spit back out. Excellent ball movement. Caden Boozer 3. Beautiful job to keep that possession alive and then swing the ball. The extra pass to the corner paid off. The lead back up to 9. Back-to-back triples for Columbus. Piper now. Cross-court pass. Daniel Sanford sizing up his man Miranda. And now he takes it in at the elbow. Step back. Long 2. Buried it. Sanford and Curry are doing their part to keep Chambers in it. It's back to a 7-point game. The other way, Boozer, no good. Curry the board. With a full head of steam. Slams on the brakes. Stops and starts. Spins back off of Noriega. Now finds Sanford. 3 on the way. Good. Daniel Sanford. His first triple of the game. He has a team high 9. And the Columbus lead that was once 10 is now 4. 24-20, 5:37 first half. Miranda, Noriega now. Back dribbles, hands off, Fragella. Noriega, guarded closely by Kendall Smith. Operates around the ball screen, now it's Angelo Miranda. Into the lane, and a travel, good defense there. Smith and Sanford were relentless, and they forced the turnover. Jacoby Jackson back into the game for the first time for Chambers. Mario Hansen in for the first time. Malik Abdullahi back in for Columbus, as there are some personnel changes here. 3 minutes into this second quarter, and a foul drawn by Jaylen Curry. They say Kevin Noriega fouled him. Jalen Velasquez Diaz now in. Here's Curry. Flips it over to Sanford. That dynamic Chambers duo has carried him. Piper can't hit from 3. Cameron Boozer the rebound. The Boozer brothers were electric in the first quarter. They're in search of some of that offense here to help extend this lead back up. There it is. Cameron backdoor to Caden for 2. 26-20.
Columbus foul, number 21, Kevin Noriega, his second, the 5th on the team.
4:27 second quarter. Jaylen Curry has it. Up top for Sanford. Stops and starts. Now they flip it into Hansen. Hansen, hop step in the lane, flips it up, won't go. It's been a rough one so far for Mario Hansen. Noriega in transition, his 3 off the mark. Big time rebound by Piper. Tries to go ahead of the pack to Curry, and he turns it over. Velasquez Diaz ahead. Now it's Caden Boozer. The lob. Oh, Cameron almost got the slam.
Chambers foul, number 10, Jacoby Jackson, his first. Cameron Boozer at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Cameron Boozer at the free throw line. First one is up and rattles out.
Timeout, Columbus.
And now Coach Moran wants to take a full timeout here as they prepare for this second free throw and ensuing defensive possession.
Boozer will have one shot remaining.
Two-time NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer courtside here at Wake Tech's North Campus. He watches one of his sons, Cameron, flush in a free throw there to push Columbus High School ahead 27-20 over Chambers in the 5th place game. Now here's Caden Boozer, slams it in with the left. They've been all that and then some in this game so far. Columbus has pushed its lead back up to 9. They've led by as much as 10 against one of the top 4A public schools in the state of North Carolina. Jaylen Curry trying to keep the Cougars in it. Misses from 3. The loose ball's off the hands of Jacoby Jackson, and it'll go to Columbus. Somebody noted it on social media, I believe it was Tuesday night, when Columbus made its debut in this holiday invitational, but how refreshing it is in this new culture of high school basketball, and having these notable NBA names now having children who play in high school, and how Carlos Boozer's handled himself here at this invitational as he watches his sons play. Kendall Smith there gets the basket for Chambers, but it's a bit of a shock sometimes to some people to see him just being a dad there on the sideline. Phone out, capturing his sons as they navigate through their freshman season. Jaylen Curry tries to get to the rim, and an offensive foul. Good job there. Jalen Velasquez-Diaz stepped in and took the charge. First foul on Curry. Yeah, Boozer, an alum of Duke University. And now does some reporting for the ACC network as three's up on the way, no good. Benny Fragella there attempted it. Daniel Sanford tried to go to work for Chambers, rises above the defense and drops it in. Sanford has been excellent. He has 11 points for Chambers, shooting for a really high percentage from the field as well. Try to go backdoor to Caden Boozer. Now he flips it to a cutting Garen Bess. Velasquez-Diaz finds his way to the rim, but he can't finish. Good rebound there by Jordan Patton. Patton's come off the bench as a sophomore. He's given Chambers some really good minutes today. Sanford for 3. Off the mark and out of bounds. There's a lot of really talented players in the rotation for Coach Brian Frazier's Chambers group, and at any time, many of them can click and find their stride. Chambers, don't let their 7-4 record take away from the fact of how talented they are as a group. They've played some exceptional talent. They've lost to the likes of Combine Academy, who's in the 3rd place game of the TJ Warren bracket. They lost to Word of God in the opening round. Word of God's in this championship later tonight as Garen Bess hits the triple. The Columbus lead back up to 8. Chambers, they have not backed down from any competition, including one of the other teams in the championship tonight, Burlington School. They defeated them last Wednesday actually, as we're into the final minute of the first half here. Chambers will have the ball, trailing by 8. And a bucket or two here in this final 46 seconds could really help take the Cougars into the locker room with some confidence, as Curry is guarded one-on-one by Bess, flips it into Sanford. Man, that Columbus defense on the interior is something special. That guy's something special. Jaylen Curry in the face of Garen Bess, downs the 3 and lets him hear all about it. What a shot. Back to a 5-point game. 15 seconds left in the half. Good find, Caden to Cameron Boozer for 2. He just whipped a pass over the top, and it was right on the mark. Curry in transition, answers with 2. 4 seconds left in the half. What a sequence to take us into the half. Columbus leading Chambers, 34-29. A fast pace there in the last 30 seconds. We will take a break and come back with stat scores and second half action from the 5th place game in the TJ Warren bracket here at the John Wall Holiday Invitational. We are gearing up for second half action here in the 5th place game of the TJ Warren bracket at the John Wall Holiday Invitational here on the campus of Wake Tech Community College. A really good, close, contested first half as Columbus leads Chambers 34-29. Columbus, they had a 10-point lead several times in that first half, but Chambers, behind Jaylen, Curry, and Daniel Sanford, their 2 star players, helped close that gap back down to 5. We look across the board here, it was all about the Boozer brothers, Caden and Cameron. They had 13 points apiece in the first half for Columbus. On the Chambers side, it was Curry with 12 and Sanford with 11. I think one of the things you need to look for here as we enter this second half of play is how can Chambers, who is arguably one of the bigger, more athletic and physical public schools in the state of North Carolina, especially in 4A, how can they get an answer in the paint? They've turned the ball over a ton on any post entries offensively. I mean, Mario Hansen, who's one of their 6'7" sophomores, he hasn't scored in this one. And Cameron Boozer, who's guarding down in the block, already has 4 steals, and it's because guys like Malik Abdullah here just digging down on the post and playing really good post defense. Columbus starts with the basketball here. And it's Cameron Boozer fading away, and he can't hit that one. Hansen rises up and rips down the rebound. That's his 3rd of the game. Another spot to watch, you know, I mentioned Columbus was forcing a lot of turnovers as Hansen draws a foul there in the post. Another promising thing there for Chambers. But the ball was turned over 8 times by Chambers in the first half, opposed to only 3 times for Columbus. And off those 8 turnovers, Columbus was able to generate 10 points of offense. As Cameron Boozer there is relentless in the block, and he scores it. Give Cameron Boozer 15 points for the game. But he and his brother have been a dynamic duo, finding each other for highlight reel buckets and dunks and all sorts of stuff in the first half. Garen Best picks up a foul. He has 2 now. We see Daniel Gano into the game for the first time. They get it into Nick Dorn. Piper swings it. Hansen. They've got Curry sizing up Best, and he can't score over top of him, but he gets back the offensive rebound. Now it's Sanford. They get back into their half-court set here. Curry, left-hand dribble. Yo-yo's back to the right hand. Now finds Hansen cutting to the rim, and he can't finish. That was the look they wanted there. They just couldn't get the bucket. Frigella, now to Caden Boozer. Flipped over the top, open look for Garen Best. Won't go. Piper boxes out and gets the rebound. Here's Curry. Over to Dorn. Dorn will let it fly and buries it. Nick Dorn the triple. Frigella for 3. In and out. Piper the rebound, and now Chambers has strung together a couple of defensive stops. Curry. Beautiful ball movement. Can Dorn get another? In and out off the front rim. An answer 3. Benny Frigella. Frigella for 3. 39-32. Columbus back up 7. Dorn, straight away triple, hits that one. He's taken the last 3 threes for Chambers, and he's down 2 of them. Something promising to look for when you look at Chambers trying to attempt to take the lead in this game. They have not led in it, but At the halftime break, they were only shooting 30% from 3, 3 of 10 from downtown, so. .23 quarter as we have a timeout on the floor. 39-35, Columbus leading Chambers. I had mentioned earlier, this second session is about to begin after this, about an hour after the conclusion of this game. It was supposed to be 4 games, down to 3, and now it's 4 more coming up. We've added a showcase game. No third place game in the TJ Warren bracket. So this is a 5th place game by the book, but the 3rd place game won't be played as Columbus battles for a loose ball. Skip pass corner, Caden Boozer floats it up, can't float it in though. Hanson corrals the rebound. Here comes Curry, down 4, chance to make it a 1-score game. Curry stops, starts, floats it up, almost got it. Hanson cleans to the window for 2. Mario Hanson is putting together a much better second half. That's his first bucket of the game, and it's now a 2-point game, 39-37. But at 4 o'clock, we have the 3rd place game in the Devontae Graham bracket, as Cameron Boozer will step back and try a triple. Won't go. Hanson gets the rebound. Give Hanson 5 rebounds already in this 3rd quarter. But 4 o'clock, it'll be Archbishop Spalding. You won't want to miss that. They have Cam Whitmore's final appearance in this Holiday Invitational. He has been exciting to watch as Hanson can't drop that one in with the left. They'll be going up against Farmville Central. Darren Best, the transition bucket. Back and forth they go. Farmville Central actually played this morning and lost to Life Christian Academy. It was Farmville's first time losing a game since they were in the Holiday Invitational in 19. Fragella blocked by Curry in transition. He had Boozer as the trailer, and they kind of got mixed up there. Didn't communicate well. Nonetheless, it'll stay with Columbus. But Farmville, they dropped a heartbreaker this morning to Life Christian, and they'll play in the 3rd place game. Boozer in the block, and 1. Cameron Boozer, the hoop in the harm. Nick Dorn with the foul. Columbus has extended its lead to 6. And now with the free throw, it will stay at that, 43-37, 3:40 3rd quarter. So Farmville, it'll be interesting to see if they have the services of their best player, Josh Short, who got injured late in the 3rd quarter of that Life Christian game this morning. He was on crutches at the end and it didn't look good as Hanson draws the foul and will head to the line here. That game will be at 4 o'clock in place of the 3rd place TJ Warren bracket game at 5:30. It will be Moravian Prep who is scheduled to play in that game. It's turned into a showcase game. They will play local Raleigh Christian Academy, who will be coming in to fill the spot of Combine Academy. Then we get into the final 2 games, the 2 championship matchups in the TJ Warren and the Devontae Graham bracket. The TJ Warren championships at 7 o'clock. Southern California Academy, Dior Johnson facing off against Freddie DeLeon and Word of God Christian from right here in Raleigh. And then at 8:30, the last game of this event is the Devontae Graham Championship with the Burlington School going up against Life Christian, and your final chance to watch Hansel Emmanuel play here in this invitational tournament. And 1, Daniel Sanford. Beautiful take off the window, +1. He and Curry have been playing really well. Cameron Boozer picks up the foul, his first. So how this is going to work is, you get out of this first session, Still time to get in line to attend the second session. That gets you into those championship games that you're not going to want to miss. Emmanuel this morning in the win over Farmville Central, he didn't score until the final minute of the game. I believe he had 5 points, but only 1 field goal. Curry into the lane, tried to jelly it up and in, but he couldn't. Rebound, Patton. Second opportunity. They're going to call a foul on Boozer. I'd mentioned first half, Jordan Patton came off the bench and gave Chambers some really good minutes. And he's still down there competing, a 6'3" sophomore for the Cougars. Here's Sanford now. Swings it to the wing, Kendall Smith. Now Jaylen Curry will rise and fire from 3. Hits it, his first bucket of the second half. Give him 15 points for the game. And don't look now, but we're all tied up at 43. Our first tie of the game since 0-0. Now Chambers for the lead. Antoine Piper rises up and rocks the rim. The Chambers sideline erupts, and the Cougars have the lead. 45-43, just like that. They've erased what was once a 10-point deficit. .224, third quarter. This game is cooking up to be very similar to the 5th place game in the Devontae Graham bracket. That was a game that saw Greenfield establish a pretty big lead over North Mecklenburg High School, getting up just like this Columbus team by 10. But then, in the final 6 minutes of the game, it was North Mech who went on a 21-10 run. And they ended up winning the game by 1 point. As Bess tried to inbound there, and he throws it off the light stanchion up there, out of bounds. So Chambers, after getting the dunk for the lead, they get the ball right back under their own bucket. Sanford on the wing, now Smith. They run it over to Piper, off a screen Curry. They flip it up to him. The star point guard for Chambers, working on Bess, pulls up, drops it in. Jaylen Curry is feeling it. He now has 17. And he's not afraid to let the Columbus side know. Floater on the other end. Banks in. Kevin Noriega the bucket. Now Curry on the other end. Teardrop. Oh my. Jaylen Curry at 1,000 miles an hour. Answers for 2 more. Cameron Boozer responds. What a pace. Chambers up 2, 49-47. Curry again, working on Bess, creates space. Oh, he almost brought the house down with a long 3. Here's Caden Boozer, and good defense getting back is Curry, and he is fired up. Boy, oh boy, he plays with so much passion, and it fuels Chambers. He's kind of the fire to Daniel Sanford's ice there, and they've been really good. A steal by Curry on the inbound. 2-on-0. Curry corrals, floats it up and in. How did he get that one to fall? It's the Jaylen Curry show. He now has 9 straight points for Chambers. They now lead by 4. He flipped that all the way off the top of the window, and somehow the ball died off of the glass and just fell straight down into the net. With 1:06 to go here in the third quarter. He is one of the most electric players in the state of North Carolina for that reason. He's a one-man press break and can go on these absolutely incredible runs offensively. Been a member over the years of the Team USA basketball program nationally. And his talents are back at Chambers High School, where he started his career, playing for Coach Brian Frazier. And we're starting to see Chambers at its best right now. Caden Boozer inbounds to his brother Cameron. Caden hasn't scored this half after dropping 13 in the first half, but there he draws the foul and he'll have a chance at the line. Those two Boozer brothers, they work so well together. They move and cut so well in a two-man game, and Cameron there located Caden on the give and go in the backdoor cut. Caden will go to the free throw line. 101 third quarter. Caden's got a chance to make this a 2-point game. 51-48 now. Both are up and in. 51-49, Chambers now leads it. Curry, guarded by Noriega, stares him down, blows right by him, tries to cross him up, shakes, bakes, finds Sanford. Now he gets it back. Jaylen Curry, he is putting on a show here in the second half at the John Wall Invitational. Thought about a lob. Instead, it's an offensive foul. Antoine Piper gets flagged with the foul. Piper tried to set that back screen to set up the lob to Sanford, and he set a moving screen that forced the turnover. Jaylen Velasquez-Diaz now to inbound. Kicked out of bounds by Kendall Smith. Velasquez-Diaz was looking to avoid doing what Best did earlier in this quarter and throw it off the light stanchion up there. Velasquez-Diaz right over the top. Malik Abdullahi to the rim. Can't finish, but Boozer tips it back in. I'm going to say Abdullahi got the bucket there. That's his first of the second half. He now has 4 points. He was excellent first half for them, but he got into a little bit of foul trouble and hasn't been able to give them the minutes that they expect. Curry for three. Off the mark. Boozer competing for the rebound. Dives on the loose ball. And a timeout called by Columbus. Andrew Moran's team will talk it over with 12.4 seconds left in this third quarter. Both teams caught up for that 50-50 ball. They both called for the timeout. Chambers was contesting that the official had given them the timeout, but instead it was granted to Columbus. So they will retain possession of the basketball with 12.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. All tied up 51-51. Columbus has led in this one by as much as 10. But if you're just now tuning in, it's been all Jaylen Curry in this one. 21 points for the 6'2" junior. And he is just dazzling with all of his moves, his pull-up jump shots. He doesn't have a big window to shoot either. Like, these shots are falling down right in the face of defenders. It's been quite remarkable as Columbus now has a chance to take the lead as they push the ball across half court in the hands of Noriega. Leaves it off for Cameron Boozer. Boozer flips it up, won't flip it in. Piper the rebound, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter with the score all tied up at 51-51. We've got another good fifth place game on our hands. What will the final 8 minutes hold? We'll take a break and come back to see all of the action. You're tuned in to the Hoop State Network. Columbus High School out of Miami, Florida. They're 10-1 this season. Their only loss came in the opening round of this tournament to Moravian Prep. They now find themselves in a battle here with Charlotte Chambers, tied up 51-51 as we start the fourth. And Columbus gets the stop they need defensively there to open up the quarter. A foul against Nick Dorn. That's as Malik Abdullahi draws the foul. On the rebound, Abdullahi, he's in a bit of foul trouble, but when he's been in, he's wreaked havoc defensively for Columbus. Here's Caden Boozer. He and his brother Cameron have been the story offensively. Caden not strong enough on the floater. Other way comes Dorn, and now he leaves it off for Curry. Curry stops and starts down the lane. How'd he get through the defenders, but he couldn't finish. Cameron Boozer now ahead. Noriega will pull up. Transition triples. Good. Kevin Noriega, his second three of the game, and Columbus is up by a triple. Curry on the response. Over to Piper. They send Curry through. Piper tries to swing it down low for Hansen. A wall of defenses waiting for him. Up top it's Sanford. Sanford hasn't scored in quite some time, as Curry has carried the load of late. Into the corner, Piper. He's open for three. They'll let him shoot it, and he'll hit it. Tie game. Columbus just stepped back and let Piper take that three. They were going to live with it, and it was nothing but net. Caden Boozer now to the corner. Noriega, heat check. Can't drop it in. Rebound down to Hansen. Hansen's now working on 10 rebounds in this game. Only 3 points, but he's done well on the glass. Sanford outside Dorn. They play catch. Now it's Piper on the wing. Extended post Curry, guarded by Noriega. Noriega's done a much better job since coming in for Best and taking the assignment of guarding Curry. Not an easy task for Noriega, 5'9" junior. He's been relentless, and he's been all up in his grill. And now he draws the foul. Curry just ran right over him, and Noriega wore it. Second personal foul on Jaylen Curry, but right on cue, Noriega getting the ball back for Columbus in a tie game. Velasquez Diaz now. Into the paint. He fades away and can't drop it in. Curry the rebound. Now Dorn to the corner. Sanford. Dances with Boozer. Flips it out. Piper. Extra pass Dorn. And they'll pump the brakes here. Tie game, 5:10 left. Now Piper will pull it out. And Coach Frazier wants a timeout for Chambers. Each and every possession becomes more valuable as the clock ticks here in the fourth quarter. (54-54). Cameron Boozer has carried the load for Columbus in this one with 19 points. Jaylen Curry has 21 for Chambers. They've been the featured players. Caden Boozer, he has 15 in the game. Kevin Noriega, his defense has been good, but he's also added 8 for Columbus. And on the Chambers side, Daniel Sanford has added 13, but only 1 field goal in the second half of play. That's something to look for. But you got to give credit to the Columbus front court defense. They have made it an absolute nightmare to get the ball near the rim. especially into the big Sanford and Hanson. Sanford's obviously better facing up to the basket, so he's been able to still get his, but Hanson at times has struggled. There they go. Two-man game, burying it into Sanford, but he can't finish over Boozer. Caden the rebound. Pushes ahead. Fragella over to Abdullahi. Now Coach Moran instructs the offense of where to go. They flip it onto the wing. It's Boozer now, trying to take Sanford off the dribble. He gets his way to the rim, and a blocking foul. It'll send, they're going to say it's on the floor, or are they going to send Boozer to the line? They're going to say it's on the floor. Daniel Sanford, he now has 3 fouls. Something to watch in this final 4:37. We thank you all for tuning in here to the Hoop State Network and the John Wall Holiday Invitational. You're watching the 5th round of the TJ Warren bracket as Malik Abdullahi goes to work on Mario Hanson and scores it. A pair of 6'7" sophomores going at it. And it's the Columbus big who gets the 2-point basket for the lead, 56-54. Nick Dorn on the other end. Up top, Daniel Sanford. Now out to Jaylen Curry. Curry hasn't had a chance to shine of late. Now he flips to the corner for Piper. Antoine Piper, up top, Daniel Sanford. He'll wind up, but he can't get the 3. Cameron Boozer the rebound. Over to Noriega. 5-on-4 for Columbus. Down the lane, Boozer off the glass, no. Second chance, that won't go either. Boozer was too strong on the putback, and a travel called on Chambers. It'll stay with Columbus. Oh man, Boozer could have powered up and dunked it there, but I think he just wanted the easy stick back, and he was just a bit too strong. Caden flips it up to Cameron. 3:45 remaining in the 4th quarter of regulation. Cameron Boozer through the hands of Sanford, saved in by Fragella, and out of bounds. It'll go to Chambers, so they survive on that possession. Curry slams on the brakes with 3.5 minutes to play. His team is trailed by as much as 10. They've led by as much as 4. They currently trail by 2. Mario Hanson knifes his way to the rim and scores. What a finish to tie the score. A beautiful drop step in reverse for Mario Hanson. Can Caden Boozer answer? He can't. Hanson's there on the glass. Hanson now has 5 points and 12 rebounds. So Abdullahi gave Columbus a 2-point lead. Hanson answered back to tie. And now Chambers a chance to take the lead once more. Curry over to Piper. Piper around a screen from Sanford. They go back to their man Hanson. Same move, same result. Mario Hanson taking command. It's a 2-point lead for Chambers. He has the last 2 buckets, and all 7 of his points have come in the second half. They were really struggling to get him the ball first half, and now they're getting it to him with ease, and he's going to work with that drop step and left-handed finish. As there's a foul on the floor. It's against Jaylen Curry, his 3rd. Kevin Noriega will step to the free throw line as Columbus is into the bonus with 2:24 to go. This final day of the John Wall Holiday Invitational never disappoints. We had a 1-point thriller with a big comeback in the game prior to this as North Mecklenburg defeated Greenfield 59-58. And now we have a tie ball game here in the 5th place game of the Warren bracket. Curry, with the score knotted up at 58, works his way to the volleyball line and slows down. 2:10 now left. Sanford up top. Trying to find somebody to pass to. It's Antoine Piper. Now they skip it to the wing. Sanford, space to work, loses control of it, and they luckily save it into the hands of Curry, and a timeout called by Chambers. Sanford, the ball just slipped out of his hands. Luckily for Chambers, Noriega has been face guarding Curry, which has worked phenomenally in this fourth quarter. But because Noriega had his back to the play, he couldn't see that the ball was loose and rolling towards him. Instead, Curry just darted forward and picked up the 50-50 ball. So 1:53 remains here in the fourth quarter. Chambers 58, Columbus 58. One of these two teams is going to go home with their second straight win in this tournament. Who is it going to be? 4 more games left here today in the second session of this Holiday Invitational. Up next, it's Farmville Central and Archbishop Spalding. Then we have Moravian Prep and Raleigh Christian, followed by the TJ Warren Championship between Word of God and Southern California Academy. And then tonight, 8:30, the Burlington School and Life Christian out of Kissimmee, Florida. So Andrew Moran instructs his defense and sends them out onto the floor. They got a ton of stops in the first half. And they've put together a couple here in the fourth quarter, but none would be bigger than this one. As Piper gets it into the corner. Curry for 3. Won't go. Sanford on the weak side, but he can't corral the rebound. Instead, it's Cameron Boozer, and he'll control pace left to right with 1:30 left to play in regulation. Boozer, guarded by Sanford, backs into him. Nobody's moving to Boozer to claim the pass, and now he's doubled. Abdullahi doubled, excuse me, and a timeout by Columbus. They need to settle down. .121 fourth quarter. .34 of the 58 Columbus points have come from Caden and Cameron Boozer, 2 star freshmen for the Explorers. Can one of them get the bucket that propels the Explorers on top? They have the ball in front of their own bench. But the momentum this second half has favored Chambers. Chambers in this half, they've overcome a 10-point deficit to take a lead, and then they've jockeyed back and forth since at 58 points. Right now we're knotted up at 58-58, 1:21 left. The inbounder's Cameron Boozer. He tries to throw it up into the paint to Caden, and it's intercepted by Antoine Piper. And Chambers, a big stop. Curry now, guarded by Noriega, has them one-on-one. They're looking to get the spacing that they want. Curry, trying to break the count here on Noriega, gets it over to Sanford. Sanford calls for Curry to come get the ball back, and he does. 55 seconds left in regulation. Curry shimmies, gets back to Sanford. Now they get it up top, Piper. Coach Frazier maneuvering the offense around. It's Daniel Sanford, the star senior for Chambers, flipping it cross court to Piper. 35 seconds left in regulation. Now they get it to Curry. He settles at the volleyball line. Chambers, they're going to try to hold the ball here, and instead Brian Frazier calls a timeout. I think they like the fact that they were able to tick about 30 seconds off of the clock there. More of 40 seconds to be exact. But do they hold for the last shot? Are they able to hold for the last shot? Columbus has been really good defensively at times tonight. But there are 29.4 seconds left on the clock. And it feels like the next bucket is going to be the backbreaker to win it. All tied up at 58. You have a lot of options that you can go to if you're Chambers. Your leading scorer today has been Jaylen Curry. He has 21 points. But since Columbus has put Kevin Noriega on him, he has been unable to create much offense. Daniel Sanford, he had 11 in the first half. He himself only has one second half field goal for 13 points. Instead, it's been Antoine Piper for 3, Nick Dorn with a pair of threes, and Mario Hansen, the 6'7" sophomore, with 7 points in the half. It's been a battle to the finish. Lots of options here. Piper will be the inbounder. Guarding the inbounder is Caden Boozer. They send a double. They force it out of Curry's hands. Now Sanford at the free throw line. Floats it up, no good. Rebound to Caden Boozer. 20 seconds left on the clock. Columbus will have a chance to win the game. 15 seconds left. Caden Boozer guarded by Antoine Piper. 10 seconds left. Off of Cameron Boozer, ball screen. Caden back dribbles with 7. He's going to try to win the game. Into the lane. Floats it up. Can't get it to go, but Cameron Boozer with 3 seconds left, and Columbus wins it at the horn. Cameron Boozer wins it for Columbus at the buzzer. His brother Caden fell away at the free throw line and missed the attempt for the win, but Cameron was on the weak side glass and he tipped it up and in as Columbus survives Chambers with a 60-58 victory. Unbelievable finish here in the 5th place game of the TJ Warren bracket. What a finish. Cameron Boozer, 23 points to lead all scores, none bigger than the one that caromed off of his fingertips amongst the trees down in the paint and through for the 60-58 win. What a finish here at Wake Tech North Campus. We will take an hour-long break here and come back to bring you the 3rd place game in the Devontae Graham bracket between Farmville Central and Archbishop Spalding. We thank you for tuning in here to the Hoop State Network's presentation of the John Wall Holiday Invitational.